and you must do that together.
Ah, I never thought about that. That was very good. Very good. Is that what you do too? Do
I
you actually do that?
I always catch it
I
with my
bet
partner.
you do that.
I
I
do.
bet you do.
I always watch it with the man I love.
Uh-huh. Who is that
Yes.
rascal?
Oh, that rascal is.
Some of the guys out there who know me go, he ain't no rascal. He's just, he's an ass. No, no. You know, I used to call my uncle that. He would say, I don't even want to say what he would say with that
It's
remark.
probably a good thing. I never met the gentleman, but
He wasn't,
he
he
sounds.
wasn't too gentle about things. I'll be honest
That
with you
was
from one
I
end.
was being
I
nice.
know. I'm just saying he wasn't too gentle about saying things
Yes.
at all.
Yes. So, um,
Mm-hmm.
have you had a wonderful week?
Been fast. We've been talking about how weeks have just been going by so fast. It's not even funny.
I agree. This week was, my whole week was all messed up because
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't keep my days straight. Um, I was even calling them by 2 days, and that was still
Mm.
messing me up. We had Monday, Tuesday, and then we had
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we had Wednesday, Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
today was just Friday Eve.
And what's that song that used to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something
Thursday, Friday,
Thursday?
Saturday,
They
love.
love
Yes.
everybody waiting for that weekend to
Hmm.
do that thing. Ain't that right?
Yes. Yes.
Mm, 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 mm.
And so, with Valentine's Day upon us, we've got to look at doing something special for the one we love.
Yes.
But you can't do that just on Valentine's Day.
Why not?
Because that's a good place to start,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a good place to end because there are
Mm-hmm.
364 more days in the year.
Yes, there is.
You know,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
and you can't be a holiday lover.
Yes, you can.
No,
I
you
say
can't.
I said the
No,
holiday lovers.
no,
Only for the
no,
holiday
no.
lovers.
You can't be a holiday lover. You can't be around and attentive just for Valentine's Day,
What's wrong with
um,
that?
Christmas, and a birthday. What's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm.
What about the other days? Then you're feeling awfully lonely and unappreciated.
But Valentine's Day is the lovers' day.
Oh, yeah.
So is Saturday.
Okay, well, that's after Valentine's Day.
No, I
Hey,
mean any
after
Saturday.
just get rid
Tuesday. Another lover
of it.
day.
You know what I say? Not too many people have no time for that. Remember that commercial too?
Ain't
By the
nobody
way?
got time for that.
Exactly. Hey, hello, Theodore Reeves. I'm here watching. Okay. And we also have James. Loved the show for giving a different perspective. Wow. We got more, at least it seems, more dudes here on this holiday. We want to see
Yes.
hopefully more what do you call it?
Females.
Yes,
More
yes.
couples.
Exactly.
Somebody come through and say,
Did you hear what I
"My-"
said? We call it.
Somebody come through and say, we're watching and enjoying.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah, we really were expecting a guest. Really a guest that we used to have on the show. I guess they got so busy, we just can't see them anymore. It's really too bad. I think she's all grown on up now.
Well,
I think she just got grown up and is on her merry way. And we wish her all the blessings. But she's always welcome to come back to the show and spend her time with us too at the same time.
Makes us feel like empty nesters.
Exactly. Made us feel much more younger than we were before.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
She just knows so much.
So.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So why don't we get into, I'm always trying to keep us on track.
Yes.
Won't we get into
Until we're
what
off.
is our show today? What are we talking about?
We're talking about the 5 steps to better communication.
Mm-hmm.
And we have talked about some of what those are.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that we talked about that they are validating their feelings. It's really difficult when you say to somebody, I don't feel too special right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the response you get is, what's special about you that you're not feeling special?
Who would say something like that?
I don't know. It's just something that, or
Is that,
you get
is that what you're feeling?
ignored.
Something? Is that sometimes that's how you feel? By the way, oh shoot,
I don't. I can't really say that I feel that way sometimes.
mm-hmm.
Not now. There have been times when I felt like that.
Oh really?
Yes, when you know, but I don't feel that way now. I have felt that way when um it's been weeks since there was
Man.
uh any attention,
Mm-hmm.
weeks since there was a conversation. I try conversation and it just kind of falls on deaf ear.
Was that me? Is that what you're trying to say? You trying to real quickly blame that on me?
Do you remember a time when you never talked?
Oh, I guess. Hold on for a second. Let me think. No.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go. No, but I don't remember a time when you still don't follow.
That's true.
Mm-hmm,
But the thing of it is,
must have been your first relationship you were in.
and some others.
And some others. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
But
sad.
it is because people you want to feel like they're important sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't want to be that person that's always see me, like a little anxious puppy
Mm-hmm.
running around your feet and doing things like that. You want to keep things into perspective.
I know some people who do not mind it at all. Hey, there's somebody we know. That's Mr.
Askarov.
Yes, go ahead. Mr. Askarov, type in.
I would say something like that.
I would say something. He'd say what? What was it? What would he say? What would you say there, man? What do you mean? What's he say? Something I said?
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, if he's referring to what my uncle would say, I don't know about that one, but go ahead and share us with it. We know him from other places, other times and spaces, him and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were on a show one time, didn't we?
They were.
We were supposed to be trying to get him back on.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll get you back on, sir. We'd love to get you and your wife back on. It's been a while since we had a chance to interface with you too.
And here's a shameless plug for them.
Exactly.
Their
nope, didn't work.
Their business
Wow.
That
works now.
Shea for Life. Oh,
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. As a matter of fact, I've got to order some more. Their shea butter balm for your face and skin and all of that is amazing. They have liquid black soap that I love.
He was talking about what you said, and I thought that would have been about
folks not feeling special.
I knew. I figured he was. Can we say that? It's amazing in our relationship. We go out and around. The guys that most of the time people would see as being alpha males who don't show their feelings. I don't know if they don't show it to the wife or not, or they don't show it much to guys. When they get around you, they seem to comfortably want to open up their emotions, just as this brother did too. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Because I guess that is how the energy you put off. And we do definitely, in taking the journey, suggest very strongly that one of the ways that your conversations get better is when you speak how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't just the woman that supposedly is the stereotype they're supposed to. Men are too, though we see a lot of our younger guys are speaking up how they feel, just period. But that's important for us to speak the way we feel. So you just become like a good example of an older lady or a mature lady that gives the perception to guys that, hey,
just called
I can
me
open
old.
up. Yes, I said mature. If you like that, I'm speaking my feelings now.
I'm just joking.
I'm speaking my feelings now. So
and I'm validating your feelings. They are wonderful. It's okay.
So what I'm trying to say is the need for the example for ladies who are out there who are listening, for them to look at this example that Sharon is presenting, that energy is presenting, helps you also to feel comfortable to talk to your wife, talk to your girlfriend or your partner, because it's important to speak the way you feel.
Yes.
And we're not talking about those angry feelings, because we do that enough, and there's enough stereotype out there. And the way the environment is right now, politically and all this stuff, I know a lot of us are pent up with a lot of anger. There's no doubt about it, which is Sally, but we got to let go of how we feel and speak it to our mate in a kind and gentle way. And as we talked about last time, and I think many times we'll feel much better. What do you think?
I agree. And there was one thing that you said several times that I believe strongly that we need to do. This is the time that we need to make sure that we stop doing this. And that is stop living a stereotype. Stop
Yes.
being a walking, breathing stereotype just because somebody has put it out there and said that's how we are. It's not who we are. It may be how they perceive us to be, but it's not who we are. And as soon as we communicate with each other that this is not me and start living, this is not me, the better off we'll be. So those stereotypes that say, oh, I don't talk to my wife, or I don't talk to my husband. I'll talk to my best friend. I'll talk to my, my hangout girls. I'll talk to the boys. We get together and we'll shoot the breeze on this. You got to talk at home. You got to start at home talking, and you got to stop doing one of the things. One of the things that I'm guilty of, and that is living in your head.
Yes.
Because when you do that, and I'm working on that one, and so when you do that, you're not communicating, and you're not giving your partner the opportunity to validate your feelings.
As get ready to say, what's all about trying to validate.
Yeah.
If you keep them inside, you're not validating your feelings. People not understanding emotions. They're not agreeing with it. It doesn't build emotional safety.
Yeah.
And we know that emotional intelligence is very important for you to have as a skill in your relationship. Yes, emotional intelligence. And we're not talking about the emotion in such a way that says you are that much more hardened, that you are that much more scorned, or basically you're that much more how you don't pay attention to other person's feelings. No.
Yes.
Emotional intelligence is the more intelligent you are in the area of emotions, or how much more you're sensitive, or will be sensitive, or can be sensitive to the other person's feelings in their concerns.
Yes.
So much that you don't allow your emotions to muddy the water or take over the situation, because you're about trying to hear their emotions.
Yes.
Even though you might be upset at the time, not feel so good. But,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that's really important. But ask her.
I think he's got something else.
Yes. Why do I need someone outside of myself to validate my feelings?
Hey, you set that up there, bro. You set that up. No doubt about that. You could answer that question. But one thing is for sure.
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship, since we're now doing some coaching, someone's talking about it, and we're talking about better communications, you do that because there's a better communication, because why? You're relating to somebody else.
Yes.
You're not relating just to yourself. You were relating to someone else, which is why it's called a relationship. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it also helps with that understanding. But if I don't acknowledge them or understand what's going on, what that will eventually do is build a bridge, build a separation between us. Because if your feelings are not important to me, it doesn't matter how important they are to you or how you feel about it. I'm still saying without saying, you don't matter. And eventually you start to feel that you don't matter to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And the one thing that we want, no matter how tough or hard or strong we appear to be, or we want to be within ourselves, no matter how good our self-esteem is, we still want that person that we have chosen to be with, that person who's chosen to be with us, to appreciate and understand how we feel. And sometimes our feelings are not the best feelings for us to have.
Exactly.
And so even in validating those feelings, say, I understand that you're not feeling like you're wanted, or that you're important. But now I have the opportunity to show you just how important I am. So valid how important you are to me. That's what I was trying to say. So validating somebody else's feelings is important in making that connection.
Somebody, exactly. You made a good bridge statement. Here we go. Thank you for that good bridge statement, because that was a bridge statement related to someone else. in a way that they can understand crossing that bridge. So yeah, on the other side or the best side, everything has to start with you too.
Yes.
If you are not doing well, communicate with yourself, not much in touch with your own emotions, you're not going to do good trying to touch someone else's emotions
Right.
or be in touch with somebody's
Right.
emotions, because you're too busy trying to deal with you, to love yourself, to feel comfortable with you, that you ain't got no time to try to connect to someone else and do a bridge. What's our next one? Because I think we've been through all of these before, didn't we?
No, we just mentioned them, but we didn't go through all of them.
Oh wow! Okay.
So,
Part 2 we didn't. Okay.
but part 1 we did.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, what's the next one?
Learn what respect is to them. Learn what respect is to your partner.
Well, what's her name say about
Aretha
respect?
Franklin.
Go ahead, say.
RESPECT. Find out what it means to me.
Wow. Yeah, you did such a good. I'm gonna give you another one. I gotta get those claps in, but I can't get it on this one. But I'm gonna get one. Yeah, no doubt about it. Find out what
means to me.
She didn't say, I'm finding out what it means to you.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying that in order for you to understand respect, you need to go out of your way to find out what it means
to the other person.
Exactly.
Yes.
It means to me. In other words, you need to
Yes.
go out of your way to find out what respect means to that someone else. Because someone else's area of respect, just like love language, may not be your same area of respect.
Yes.
Came from different families, came from
Yes.
different backgrounds. So you may not have the same kind of respect. These are the things that we will be asking you as questions, because as coaches, we want to coach you in a direction where you want to go. Hopefully you want to have a better relationship, better communication. And we will give you these kinds of, how can I say it, golden nuggets or relationship nuggets. Plus, we have some questions that we can actually give you that will give us a better bearing of where are your concerns at, if you don't have any idea where your concerns are in your relationship at all. And then we can help you move towards a way where your relationship gets balanced better.
Right.
It gets more understanding better. You two are becoming more friends with one another. But no doubt about it, communication is very, very important.
Yeah. And as far as the respect goes, there was one thing that you mentioned, you say coming from different families and whatnot. And the thing that popped into my mind was you may come from a family where everybody talks at the same time and talks over each other and talks loudly and all of this. And your partner may come from a family where everybody takes turns talking. And so if you just being what comes natural to you based on how you grow up, cut in and say what you need to say and things like that, they may see that as being disrespectful when it's just your way, because it's the way that you know and you don't understand that. And so it's important to talk to your partner and say, you know, when you cut in like that and I'm still talking, you make me feel like what I'm saying is not important.
Yes.
And it feels like disrespect.
Definitely.
So
you don't make me dancing. That's one thing for sure.
Exactly.
You're talking so good today. That's how I think about it from that end. The fact that our relationships need to be more lighthearted, need to be more connected at a true friendship level is so important, especially in the kind of darkness that we live, the kind of depression that we live in. That 1/4 of the voting and unregistered people. No, I feel about what's going on. There's some people who voted another way who are, when they see their eggs are still going up as high as could be, and that was promised not to have that way. And then someone tells me gases get ready to go up to it at the same time. So they're going to get this as press. And that's not going to help in your relationship, because we know there's going to be a lot of relationships that are going to be dumped just because of that.
But it can help in your relationship if you talk about it.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
and rather than having, you know, being in on your different little islands, whereas you're over here with your thoughts in your head, you're over here with your thoughts in your head, and both of you are living in your heads. Well, you can't read each other's minds, so there's not going to be any communication, any coming together.
No.
So, you know, that leads us to the next one. Start conversations gently.
Let's go. Oh, sorry about that. We can't really start going because it's near our time to take a what?
Break.
Take a break. So we're going to take a break here, and then we're going to be right back. So please stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
And any questions, concerns, and thoughts, put them in the chat and we'll get to them when we come back.
Definitely, definitely.
Hey there. Are you ready to amplify your voice and embrace your passion? Tune in to Our Black Media Network, where community comes first and every story matters. We're here 24/7, delivering powerful content on everything from financial literacy to the latest in sports and mental health. We are unapologetically real, reflecting the heartbeat of our community with programs that inspire, empower, and drive change. Join us on all major media platforms to celebrate our unique voices and advocate for the change we want to see. With over 50K monthly viewers, our network is your go-to destination for authentic, engaging content. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the change. Tune in to Our Black Media Network today and let your voice be heard. Join us for an unforgettable Caribbean cruise. Attention everyone, are you ready for a summer escape? Our Black Media Network invites you to an incredible Caribbean cruise from June 16th to June 20th, 2025. Whether you're bringing your partner or connecting with family and friends, this is the perfect getaway. Here's what you can look forward to. Monday, we set sail for the Port Carnival, Orlando, Florida. The adventure begins. Tuesday, enjoy a fun day at the sea. Relax and take part in exciting onboard activities. Wednesday, discover the beauty of Grand Turk. Immerse yourself in the island of culture and scenery. Thursday, another fun day at the sea. More time to mingle with you and your boo. Friday, explore the stunning shores of the Bahamas. Experience paradise firsthand. And last but not least, Saturday, we return to the Port Carnival, bringing back cherished memories. This cruise is your chance to engage with your favorite show host, your spouse, and make valuable connections and ignite meaningful conversations. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. For more information, reach out to our staff or any show host and email at getgoingtravelagency@gmail.com. Once again, that's getgoingtravelagency@gmail.com. Secure your spot today and get ready for a remarkable summer experience. You can learn more information at ourblackmedia.com. Once again, that's ourblackmedia.com.
All right, we are back again. We are back again.
Yes.
Our mic's on. Yeah, our mic is on.
Yes.
Let me make sure it is. Yeah, it's back on.
It's on.
Okay, good.
We've gotten caught that way too many times.
We definitely have. Well, there's two exciting things that happen. Hopefully next year we'll be part of that cruise. And so one of those days you'll be able to come out and go to one of our cruise seminar or
a
class
workshop.
workshop. So you can work on your relationship. What a way to work on your relationship on a cruise,
Yes.
where you're much more open, you're more relaxed, and you have more of that opportunity to really feel each other.
Mhm.
We've been on cruises before and we've seen those things happen, and it really helps from getting a real change that in turn, how can I say it, can become permanent, just as that relaxation
Yes.
was supposed to be done in the first place when you went on the cruise, right?
Exactly.
Okay, we got some other kind of short PSAs we want to share with you. Let me turn over to it. Right over here. Is it over here? Right here? Right here. There we go. Sharon, you want to tell first of us what that oops, I did that wrong. Oh, I'll do it again.
Yes. What it is a video presentation that we are hosting at St. Paul CME Church on Sunday, February 16th at 3 p.m. And that is this Sunday coming up.
Mhm.
It is a documentary called King in the Wilderness, and it focuses on the last year to year and a half of Martin Luther King's life and what he was going through, and understanding his emotions and his feelings and his the transformational experiences that he went through at that time. And this is excuse me, this is told from the standpoint or the understanding of the people who were closest to him, the people who were right there beside him all day, every day, pretty much through this whole time, of people who were very instrumental and integral in his day-to-day movings and workings. And it has, the great iconic footage that we know of, but it has a better understanding to it.
Wow, I didn't know when you was going to finish on that end, but hey, I'm gonna give you this.
Yeah, when I choked
Why is
my
it doing that? Interesting. Why is
So-
it doing that? Okay, so we're gonna stop and move this real quickly and get the other presentation. I don't know why that did not come up. You know what?
Yes,
That was real strange. Okay, so here's the second one. Here it
and
goes.
We'll let you talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are talking about this great one that's coming, the 3rd annual Gullah Geechee. What is it? Ball.
Grand African
Grand
Ball.
African Ball. So you got a chance to come out and wear your African attire. If you have some, if you don't, you still can come out. Still got time to get tickets too. If you go up on Facebook, you'll be able to find that information. Just put in 3rd annual Gullah Geechee Grand African Ball. Jamal, who's also on this radio station, on the online. He's also on 101. Hot what?
Hot
2100.
Yeah, 2100.
Hot
See,
2100. He's there.
numbers
along
and
with-
me get confused sometimes.
Yeah, well, he's there with Julius, who's
Mhm.
also over the whole station itself. You ought to see him. They got a picture themselves. Hopefully, we've got a picture of that one of these times. Flash that pair of Julius. They look like Run DMZ.
See,
C. Okay. Z is for zebra. No, Run DMC. From that end, they're doing their thing. But this ball, you got to come to. Jamal's going to speak as he does with his spiritual background. They're going to also too go some kind of a reverence to the Baba, I think it was, and father. What's father who passed away,
king.
who was the king of
Oyatunji.
Oyatunji in South Carolina. What was his name? I never could pronounce it correctly.
King Kabiesi.
Kabiesi. So we're glad to see that. And then we'll get to see how they're going to move forward in the future at the same time, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about also where they can find some information to do with us. You want to start? Let me start the first one right here. Go ahead.
Yes, you can find us in takingthejourney-together.com. You can email us at ttjt@takingthejourney-together.com. Facebook, we are TTJ Together, and Instagram, we are Taking the J Together.
Yes, I don't know
Yes.
that TEL. What the heck is that at the end? Hold on.
Well,
I don't know what it is, but I'll get it.
that's
in a minute.
because that's the old one. We got to do the new
I
one
gotta
with the
get
new
that tell all of it.
the
That's
new
all right.
phone number and everything.
Yep, don't worry about it. Go ahead. You were going to talk about this one?
And on Saturday mornings, you can hear us on www.wruu.org
Mm-hmm.
at 9 a.m. from 9 to 10. And that's on Saturday mornings, WRUU 107.5.
Exactly. Or you can always, if you need some coaching and if you need someone to talk to, we love to work with couples, of course. You can always give us a call at 786-763-1324, or you could email us at takingthejourney@gmail.
Taking the Journey Together.
Thank you. Together
at gmail.com.
Hey, don't forget when you do say you saw us on Our Black Media, because we're on other, as you know, channels too at the same time. And pretty soon we're going to be doing something different where we're going to be doing our live shows, but we're going to do our live shows somewhere else at some place that you may know, and you can always come out and meet us there. You could also too at the same time come and ask questions and see us face to face and be part of the audience. We will probably let you know that next week, right?
Yes,
Let
yes.
you know when we tie
and
that
we're
down.
and we're also looking at doing another date night
Yes, another date night.
coming very soon.
Here's the special thing that she doesn't even know too at the same time, but she knows it now. Tomorrow on Valentine's Day, we have a special place that we want you who are watching our show to come meet us. It's in Savannah, Georgia. If you're not in Savannah, Georgia, you're just not going to make it. But if you want to fly here, we're not going to stop you. But anyway, our dedicated listeners who listen, we want you to meet us at this special place. If you give us a call at 786-763-1324, we'll let you know what it is. And the first 3 couples, they will get their meals paid for. They'll get their meals paid for.
Wow.
And it will be a beautiful time as part of our way of saying thank you for being the listeners, and thank you for being part of what we're doing here, trying to get your relationship to expand, build, and have more of a balance to it. So it's tomorrow. I think it's going to be starting at sometime between, you get off, okay, so probably stop sometime between 6 and 7. Just keep you out there about an hour. If you go longer, that's on you. And if you order anything from drinking, that's on you from that end. But we're looking forward as part of taking the journey together as we celebrate that very special day, Valentine's Day, and how it's a way to connect
Yes.
that much closer to one another, which is important.
And if you haven't had a date in a while, now's a good time to start. I was talking to one of my coworkers today about our date nights, and she was like, "Ooh, how we need to get out." My husband and I just don't get out that much, but we need to get out. Yes, we need to get out, and especially if we have children.
Yes.
We sometimes we get so caught up in the children's lives. They're doing this, they're going here, they're going there, and where are you going? Home. You know, the kids are doing great things, and
kids are always doing this.
yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
I got another one someplace I'm gonna put up. It says, "Are we there yet?"
Yeah. And they and that's all you can do as parents is take them where they need to go and go to work. And when you get done, all you want to do is just sit at home. You don't want to take time for yourselves and go out. But it's important for us to rejuvenate our relationships
is.
on a regular basis.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is. It's very, very important.
Let's
to do
keep it fresh.
and it don't make a difference what anybody thinks or feels. If you two feel that way and understand that's important, because it's you two who are in that relationship that are creating this in this world, then hey, do the damn thing and
There you
make
go.
it happen. How's that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm gonna get okay. Let's carry on with our carry on.
We had a couple more statements.
Okay, what statement
Two.
is?
Um,
Let's find out who it is.
let's see.
Got someone that says they love. Oh, I think we all slept before. Other one was okay. Why do I need? That's him. We already got him. And here's something on respect over boundaries. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
See,
we
that's a
We're definitely going to be one into that one. And let's last one: touching during difficult conversations. Oh, that's very important too.
very important.
Exactly. That's called affectionist touch. Some people have strong love language, like me. I like affectionate touch.
Yes.
That is a love language of mine. So love languages is something we talked about before that's important for us to know about each other. What is our love languages? And in turn, how do we cater to them, and how we should cater to them as being part of better communications. You might have the love language of where you like to in turn have that intimate time. That's what Sharon likes. And you are like, well, I'm going to just give you about a couple of minutes, good quality minutes, and then I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
No, you want some. And sometimes her time is no more than doing what I call the Cialis moment. The old Cialis moment commercials. They got them better now, but the two in the tub, and they're not even touching in the tub.
Two different tubs.
Exactly. They're not even
holding hands outside the tub.
Maybe outside the tub. And they're like, okay. So usually the customary one is sit in front of TV.
Yes.
Ain't even sitting on the couch two together.
Yes.
One's in the chair and one's in the couch. Oh, like we do. Anyway,
Well, you know what?
We
didn't do that until you got sick.
Yeah,
And then things changed a little bit.
Yeah. But anyway, that's just an example.
But we're going back to it.
That's just an example of how that happens.
Yes.
From there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's our next one?
that is true. And what easy
Wait.
for me to say, right?
Mhm.
What we had gotten to was start conversations gently.
Mhm.
And I'm so glad that Askara and Monica are on tonight, because that means that we can give them an open invitation to be our guest.
Yes,
So-
open
so
invitation to be
keep
our guest
that
again.
keep that in the back of your mind. Well, not in the back, in the middle of your minds, because I know you
Mhm.
got a lot going on. And we'll get in touch with each other. Either you all contact us or we
You can use that
contact you.
telephone number, or they know
Yeah.
our personal
Yeah,
number too.
you
at the
know how
same
to
time.
find us. And set up a time when we're here every Thursday night at 6 o'clock. So let us know which one works for you.
Let's
go.
go.
That's what I say. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's
let's
our next one then, Mrs. Let's Go?
start conversations gently.
Start conversations
Yes.
gently.
Especially if you have something that is kind of difficult to speak about.
Mhm.
You don't want to just throw in there and just go for it. You want to start off with, how was your day today, babe?
Mhm. You have your
How are
eyes
things
closed, so I know
going?
you're not looking.
Hmm?
You just had your eyes closed when you
No.
did that, so I know you want to look. Okay. How's my day?
Yeah, how was your day?
It would be better if you start rubbing on my shoulder. It hurts.
Well, that's why I'm rubbing on it to make it feel better.
Okay.
See.
That's real nice of you.
See,
You can use some Reiki, let that energy that comes through
Exactly.
you in my arm, and I can have it feel better. How's that?
wonderful.
Mm-mm.
But now the conversation is not.
Oh, you
that-
look like you're trying to
the-
choke
the
me. Look at your
conversation-
hand.
the conversation is not that
Look
gentle.
at her
No.
hands going
Yeah,
up
I
that
did because
eye.
I was going this
Oh,
way.
okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of concerned.
With-
I have
with-
to be because
with-
that's
Ah, yeah.
you get too kind of intimate here. Then we have to do this.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want that. Not on the
He
show.
is really having fun today.
This is a family-friendly network. I've never heard anyone on this network, except for the rebels, cuss and say anything derogatory. Everybody else makes sure that it is as it should be. Right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, so yes, we are going to, what was I talking about? I lost myself. Oh, start conversations gently.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, if you start a conversation gently,
Mm-hmm.
then that kind of sets the tone and the mood for how the conversation is going to go.
Yes.
If you started,
Gruffy,
like,
gruff voice.
okay, we got to talk.
Yes.
That sets up boundaries right there that are not respectful boundaries
Mhm.
immediately. And what that says is, okay, time to protect myself because that sounds like something is wrong. We immediately go into that thing of the last time that voice was used towards me
Mm-hmm.
was as a child. And we think of, okay, I'm the child and the parent is coming at me again. What did I do wrong? And you immediately go into that, I've got to protect myself.
Exactly.
Bust that groove.
That's what we go, bust that groove. What I was going to say, just because I broke that up as it should be, because we go into a flight or a what?
Right?
Fright. And what's the last one?
Freeze.
Freeze syndrome. That's what happens.
Yes.
Fight, flight,
Flight,
or freeze syndrome.
Yes.
All
easy
the
for-
three F's. The last one
Mhm.
would be you syndrome. But seriously, that's what can happen
Yes.
if we don't use those
Mhm.
soft, kind, calming words.
Yes.
Hard when you're upset to do that. It really is.
Exactly.
A lot of us guys, I mean, I grew up old school. My uncle was kind of like my father because I didn't have a father that in my life whatsoever. Fatherless father and a fatherless son. So my uncle, who was my example as a father, spent a lot of times with first black electrician in this particular town. He was a rough and tumbler kind of brother for real. And he used nothing but tough love. I mean, his language just had a lot of F's and S's and H's and all kinds of other stuff. And he was no joke in that particular matter. But don't get me wrong, whatever he said, he would do. Even if it may be you might get hit. But the bottom line is he did not really believe as a alpha male as he was. He did not believe that, what's the word again? Gentleness was not really part of his
Yes.
forte at all. How many times some of our young boys today feel like they are attacked? They feel like they're in. You send them immediately into one of those what?
Mhm. Those modes.
Modes,
Mhm.
because your voice as a male is loud, gruffy, or threatening.
Yes.
And we all give that perception behind it. Well, be a man. Well, maybe at that time, that person being your son might be 6 years old.
Mhm.
How is a man? He might be 12 years old. How is he really a man?
Yes.
And if he's going and running in the streets where people are in turn treat him as if he's a male because they got the same father that's doing the same thing or no father around,
Mhm.
then you become folks who have young folks that grow up too fast. You could be in a relationship right now. We've had that same situation. And what has happened is you've grown up too fast, really never had a child time where you had the ability to understand your conversation, being gentle. And you never even had a time to be gentle, even to your own mom, because she might have been just as gruffy, just as straightforward
Mhm.
like that. So you know nothing about talking gentle to that wife, nothing talking gentle to your mate whatsoever.
Right.
And you're wondering why they ping back at you in just as an angry and upsetting way. It's because you're pretty much generated that.
Mhm.
You're pretty much putting that energy out and not even knowing it. Uh-huh.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Ah, wow.
Yes. So gentle starts help avoid triggering defensiveness, as we were just talking about,
Mhm.
or furthering a conflict.
Mhm.
It also helps you to approach sensitive topics.
Yes.
You know, sometimes it's like, you know, you hurt my feelings yesterday when you said this, that, or the other.
Mhm.
And sometimes in those situations, it's better to wait a day or so
Mhm.
to bring it up, because when you're in the heat of the moment, neither one of you are really going to want to listen,
No.
you know, and you're not going to be that understanding. You're not going to take anyone's feelings into consideration.
No.
So sometimes it's best to wait and come at it from a different direction
Mhm.
and a little bit more gentle than you normally would. Calm yourself
Mhm.
and give your partner time to calm, and then come into that conversation.
Well, one thing is for sure, if you're going to get very good and become near the um, um, expert or the high intelligent area of emotions, that is definitely one thing you all have to be able to do. How to be able to have a gentle voice. And we're not talking about just gentle and stern. We're talking
Yes.
about have a voice, a gentle energy, a gentle vibe that when you're speaking to that partner, that wife of yours, that you are able to see their whole visual face, the whole visual body, not kind of cramp up.
Right.
The eyes are not like this. You could tell that they're really comfortable. And if you then come to using Askar's principle, touch, intimate touch, and you come out and then reach to them with touch, you reach to them with real tenderness at the same
Mhm.
time as you're talking in a soft way, you're going to find that most of the time when that happens, they will melt like butter. They will melt like butter with no easiness. Get you a good kiss too. In your night. Good night too after that too. But anyway, you'll have a good evening.
Where's
or
that?
good
Oh,
weekend.
yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll do this one instead.
Oh, yeah.
There you
Uh-huh.
go. I think that's important, especially today. Don't try to put off tomorrow what you need today. Remember, your heaven is where your house is, and where your heart is, and is where your relationship is. If your heart is in your relationship, don't wait with this idea. When I get to heaven, then I'm going to have that kind of relationship. You can have it right here on earth in your relationship with the person you're with. What do you think about that?
I think that's great, because I don't know if I'm looking at it the wrong way or what, but when you say, excuse me,
Uh-oh, she's choking up over it already.
but when you say you have to realize that your heaven is right here with the person you're with,
Mhm.
and you know, waiting until you get to heaven to have that. I'm thinking, well, who you gonna have it with?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Wow.
Why,
You're waiting around for what?
Yeah.
Nobody.
so what am I, just your stopgap until
Mhm.
you meet that right person in heaven?
Mhm.
You know,
Exactly.
it's
Well,
like,
there's also that old
I
saying
know.
that people think that when you get to heaven, you're going to meet your mate there. Also, too.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's an old saying that still goes around today.
I'm glad I missed that one.
Outside of the fact they figured that the best parts of your life, heavenly wise, and the way America sometimes be treating us like hell, is that not until I get to heaven am I going to be able to have your peace, love, gentleness, or any kind of what freedom. No, you can have that here in your own relationship that you're creating with the person you love. Well, look where we are in time. Are we near any place in time that we need to be concerned with? Or is it just
we've got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yes, so
let's
let's finish up the starting conversations gently.
Okay.
And but we have spoken a lot about that. But when you take into consideration that validating your partner's feelings and
Mhm.
learning what respect is to them and starting the conversations gently, they all go together, because we're always going to have some difficult times in relationships.
Mhm.
No relationship is 100% perfect. There's
No.
always going to be a time when you don't see eye to eye on something. It may be something large, it may be something small. It may be, I want to go on a trip here, but we can't afford the trip here.
Yes.
I want to buy this, but we can't afford to buy that.
Mhm.
Something like, or it could be something like, our finances are tanked.
Yeah, exactly.
So what did you do? You don't want to come at your partner that way. And so, but there's always going to be something.
Yeah, always going to be something. Hey, such a good job laying
Yes.
that out. It's not even funny from that end. No
Well,
doubt about it. No
thank
doubt
you.
about it, Duke.
Thank you. But
you are
but
welcome.
you
Oh, man, my
use those three
Mhm.
things, and that will help you weather that storm. I think we
Mhm.
talked about weathering the storm a few months ago.
Cold as can be. And the cold front's still back around to again. It was
Oh,
snowing in New York.
This is the time
Wow,
of year
it
to
is.
snow in New
Yeah,
York.
you're right. I keep forgetting we're down here.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's still
Yeah,
snowing up in that
it's
part
not
of the country.
unusual up there, but down here, no.
Yeah, well, before we go off the show, let's again remind people that tomorrow, Valentine's Day, Friday, yes, Friday, sometime between 6 and 7
A
o'clock.
great date night.
Great date night with Taking the Journey Together. We're not going to tell you where it is. So these are for the dedicated couples who have been watching our show and turn on in the Savannah,
watching it
Georgia.
today.
Yeah, exactly. Today would be the best thing. Savannah, Georgia, you will have a dinner paid. We're not doing your drinks, but you'll have a dinner paid. The first three that call in at that number, 786-763-1324, say you saw our show and that you enjoyed it. But we want you to tell us also what is
Yes.
one of the things that we talked about that you do to make your relationship better. You
Yes.
got to make sure you bring that up. Otherwise, you won't get it free. That's right. You're going to have to work for this one.
Work
Like
it.
in all relationships, you got to work to make it
Yes.
better, because that's what Taking Journey is all about. Working that relationship, expanding that relationship, making it and conforming it. And then, how can I say that? Molding
it and
so that-
meshing and
yes. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. There we go. So that becomes what? An us.
yes.
It becomes a us, not just two individual, independent people together.
Mhm.
You move to the next level, the transcendent level, where you become more of an us. Or the Ubuntu principle is what, Sharon?
I am because we are.
Yes, me, we, me, as Muhammad Ali said one time. That's what we're trying to move
Yes.
our relationships to, that kind of level. And that's something.
Absolutely.
Okay, wow.
So until tomorrow night
Mhm,
or Sunday night
mhm.
or Sunday evening
Someday
at
evening.
3:00 at St. Paul CME Church,
Mhm.
we will see you soon.
We'll see you soon. God bless. In Ashe.
Continue to take that journey together.
Yes.